Good. We live, baby. Like a nigga squeeze. Never let the roads get in between on what we started. Yo. 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 Y'all here.
You can't get to old school tonight.
Uh-oh. Hold on, it's about to bounce over. Philly nigga, I'm flyer. Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
Y'all here. Let's get us up.
Cheers to 1 year.
Share it. Get them in here.
Yo,
Blunt talk.
we live in a private page. How can we share it if we in the old school page, bro?
Washington County?
No.
Oh, yeah. It's strictly blunt talk.
It's blood talk tonight.
Blood talk.
Tag your friends.
Happy 1 year anniversary, right?
Tag your
I
teammates.
think, right? Was it a year ago now?
It's been about a year.
It's close enough, right? Let's just say right now, this is close enough. 1 year since we started all this, right?
Dreams and nightmares, baby.
What a ride, right?
Woo.
Remember last spring?
Woo.
Remember how crazy it was?
First comment, Ryan Lewis.
Ryan Lewis.
Ryan
man.
Lewis.
What up, bro?
Hey, bro, how you doing?
Said Spencer's trash, though.
Spencer is the most trashed in the league. I'm the worst flag.
You are
football
garbage,
player.
bro.
My man Lewis.
Worst.
You can't even start in Keystone.
I don't get no looks, no touches, no nada. No nada, no jack
What
shit.
happened, man? Your career went down fast. Are you riding on ADR success? Is that what's going on?
That's
right
all
now?
I can do, man. I'm a freeloader. I only play on championship teams.
Hey, think about it. Broad ass, ADR. Tyler Spencer does it all. Hey, Killer Bees, they won their league, and look who jumped right on them.
I only play with winners, bro. It's like
And look what they're doing now. We all 1-4 right now up in the Keystone.
no comment.
We don't talk about that on there. I forgot. We don't talk about that.
Don't talk about that. What's up, fellas? Smoke up.
It's been a long time.
I got you, Diener. I'm
Oh,
here.
yeah,
Yeah,
Diener.
I'm here for you,
Smoke up.
Diener.
I'm just glad to be back, man.
I'm back, baby.
What a weekend, right?
We got some shit to get off our chest.
It
I
was
do.
wild.
I got some shit to get off my chest. You go ahead and say what you want to say.
Let's talk about. Hey, Ross.
Yes, sir.
That pizza looks good.
Thank you.
All right, second question. How was your weekend?
It was good.
Good? What'd you do, man?
Saturday was the kid's 5th birthday.
Fifth?
Yeah, 5th birthday.
Hey, shout out.
Shout out to
Matt.
Little Collins, man.
Max Collins, shout out.
It's my homeboy.
We took him to Tilt Studios there at the mall.
Spent a bunch
Awesome
of
arcade, bro. That arcade's fucking sweet.
And then Sunday I went to play flag football, and
Not the best.
it didn't quite turn out.
Out of here. Woo. Ross.
I had enough, man.
You had enough.
If I was at my melting point, the shit was not cool. I'm telling you that right now.
Hey, from what I hear, nothing's cool right now, bro. But you know what? We hot. We on fire over here at Blunt Talk. We got Tyler Blazing, Joey Blaze, Ross Collins. We got Dominoes. We got County, man. We got flag football. A week from today, actually.
And a whole bunch of bullshit and crying and fucking fuckery.
Yeah.
Fuckery is about me. You know what?
Fuckery's afoot.
Hey,
Fizz
it happens. You know, it's flag football. You know it's flag season.
Yeah, a bunch of grown ass men, you bound to have a little estrogen out there.
Give it tight, man. Let's look at what happened this past weekend.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about that first game. Ruckus Warriors.
Ruckus Warriors. What a game.
What?
What a game.
It's the worst game ever.
I mean,
Literally.
how high are you that you think that was a game? I interviewed you at halftime and you said that shit was sloppy.
I'm just getting started. It's like
He's being nice for now. He's butting you all up. Trust me.
I'm even going to talk shit about that game. There was what? 11, 12 turnovers?
You want to disclose what happened?
Yeah, what happened on your alls then? You guys have 0 points this season, offensively speaking. You only have 3. Your highest scorer, Kyle Marshall, a field goal in week 1 against Broadax? Yeah, Broadax.
After a very tough injury, 5 plays into Brandon McLean.
I mean, that's the worst part about it.
You'll lose a lot of steam when you're starting running
Dude,
back.
if,
And that's the thing. And that's,
I've been telling you to this whole time. If I had half the talent that told me they were coming out, actually came out,
This is true. I can attest to that.
it'd be a different ball game. All of them would be.
I think going forward, the Warriors is going to be okay.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
You know, is it midway? Are we midway through the season? We're almost.
well, ADR is midway through the season.
Yeah,
You guys are the first to
we
four,
only
actually.
played 2 games.
midway. True shit. So we're a couple weeks in. Damn, we're only 2 weeks in.
I know,
My
right?
bad. I'm biased. I forgot.
I
Everybody
know.
doesn't play doubleheaders. Well, okay, so we're like a third of the way in. A fourth. We're
Let's
like 25%.
let's just call this the end of the first quarter.
It's still early as fuck.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
early as fuck.
Then the first period. Let's make it hockey like the Washington Capitals tonight.
Ruckus Warriors, what was the score?
18-0.
18-0. What should have been the score? That's a new
0-0. Nobody deserved to win. Just, I'm just
No,
gonna call it as
realistic-
is. No offense. I got friends on both sides. I went to high school with almost the entire Warriors team.
What's up, bro?
I played with the Ducks. Every time you guys play, it's garbage. For some reason, you guys play awful games against each
It's
other.
almost like it's always raining when they play.
It's not even just that.
You know how like there's a cloud, like there's a
Well,
cloud
yeah,
here
yeah.
and sunshine over here.
I do recall. I think all 3 games have been on cloudy days.
I don't think it's been a good one yet.
Like we even had.
But it's because they know not it hasn't been a good one, but it hasn't
was.
been like an offensive
Yeah.
game.
The offense is
good
just
in
not
the sense.
ex- yeah.
They're good in the sense that it's good football.
they're almost like
Defense.
they're almost like brothers. Like they have similar tendencies, and whenever they fight each other,
Yeah, they
it's
just-
always going to be even because they know each other
They just beat each
really
other.
well for whatever reason. Maybe it's the alumni games. Maybe it's just playing similar styles. Just something when the Warriors play.
That was our
Ruckus,
very
it's
first
always
flag.
tense.
That was our very first flag football.
Oh, Cato, he's just messing. Lewis and my buddy, we go back.
Nah, Louis great.
But yeah, I mean, it's those guys like know each other so well. And then, okay, when you look at both teams, they're both known for having a struggling offense, right?
Mhm.
You want that?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Pass the Blaze. I'm just
Why would I say
saying.
no to that?
What up, Kensler, J Dub, Chad Wilson? Thank everybody for popping in. Tag a few teammates. Let them know we
Kick
out
out of
here.
old school tonight.
Yeah, so these two teams
Rupert is here.
are both known for having a struggling offense, essentially. Rutgers, quarterback, always different. Warriors, same situation. Rutgers has a little bit better wide receiver talent core. Warriors have some talent, but they have a problem just getting it going, whatever it is. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Both teams have a decent defense. Warriors have a great D-line, some good flag pullers, some great flag pullers too.
Brock Klein, who, despite the fact he had to fight a rabid raccoon in his game, everybody
Brock
see
Klein
that
got scratched the
picture
fuck up.
Whitney posted of
Y'all
him?
need,
Oh
y'all
my
need the
goodness
public
gracious.
service announcement. Cut your fucking fingernail.
Freddie
bro.
Krueger, I think, was playing live for Ruckus on Sunday, man. What happened
I
there?
do believe that was Danny
Did anyone
Longerbeam's
say
nails that did that.
18-0 is even?
I
I think you're hot. I think you should pay attention, Black Dean. I think you should stop crying like a bitch on the field.
Yeah, Mini
because
Dame.
you're too tough for that
Hey,
shit.
hey.
I think you should stop letting Damn D get under your skin.
I
I
was
think you
gonna
should
say-
stop letting T-Spin get under your skin. I think you should stop letting T-Spins block you when he was trying to rush. I digress. Anyways,
I was gonna say he was alright last week, man. I blocked him.
where we at?
You know.
Where we
Oh,
at?
Ruckus Warriors.
That
Yeah,
game-
it was a good fucking game. The scoreboard didn't show it. There's a lot of emotions.
You're
flying.
high. You're
I'm not-
high.
I'm not
That
high.
game was horrible.
The score doesn't
You
help.
didn't film that game.
Bro,
You
the
watched
score-
it. You watched it.
We
from
had
your
a
car
dog
on the way
run
to
on the field and
game.
everything.
Are you kidding me?
All right, I'll save it for later.
Okay,
I'll
so
save
go
it for
ahead.
later. I'll have a point
Okay.
that comes back to this point about great games,
But here's my opinion on
even
it.
though the score doesn't show it.
You want to know
Score
what?
doesn't.
I'll tell you what hurts this game for me. 9 turnovers.
First game of the day.
9.
It was 9?
9.
I could have sworn it would have been more.
CJ said he threw 4 interceptions in the first half, and I'm pretty sure they were all 4 of his pass attempts.
Fuck that shit. No mercy.
Renner threw 2 picks. Cody threw a pick.
I know I had
Renner.
a flagpole.
Wait, did Renner play? Did they have a doubleheader?
Renner did have a
They
double
did
header.
play
And
first
Steven, let me
Dude, Renner's
hold on.
good.
I'm gonna say this about. I'm gonna put
He looks
positive spin.
decent. He looks
Steven
decent.
Renner
I got to
busted
actually-
his ass in both of those games.
Dude, I actually got to see him quarterback.
Oh,
looks
he,
decent.
Yeah.
what was that guy's
I like-
name, man?
I
He
like
stiffed
Renner.
armed,
Renner's got a good stiff arm. He put somebody on their fucking.
somebody was
Renner
playing
is
corner.
vicious. That QB. Like, if you thought as a defender, he's vicious at QB.
Yeah.
He adds another element.
I
He's
like
physical.
it. And I mean, we're not there yet. We're about to. Is it the next game? Was it?
We're about to be, but like talking about this first game, Steven did have
I didn't
3
see-
passing
I didn't
touchdowns
see
in
a
the
lot of
first
the first
game. He
game.
did a great job passing the ball. He did an excellent job. Props to Steven Renner.
He did well in the other game that I saw. I'm telling you, man, he looks decent. The problem with them is just going to be timing and communication. He's got pocket presence.
And I think
He ain't afraid to stand there and throw that bitch. He ain't afraid to take a hit, and he can move. Y'all can say whatever the fuck you want. We keep it a buck over here. Y'all bias the shit. We keep it a buck over here. Renner's a decent quarterback and has potential to keep Ruckus in contention for being in the top half of the league.
hey, facts.
Because he can go get you 2 scores a game. And with Dehaney, Scott, Mitchell, B. Mike,
Triple D.
they've got weapons, bro.
He yelled that triple D.
They can score.
You know,
They just need to score. You know, like most teams, they can score. They just need to do it.
and you know what helped Steven Renner a lot as a player? When I first met Steven Renner, he was a slot receiver on Survivors. He was skinny, pasty. He was our 4th option. Then he became a defensive end for the Ducks. And then he
He plays
started.
everywhere.
And then he became a quarterback
He's a team
in a
player.
playoff game
He's a-
against Rutgers 10 minutes prior to
He's
kickoff.
a team player. He can be chippy, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, that's what you want in a teammate. Someone that's gonna have your back and someone that ain't gonna take no shit and will talk to you
Exactly.
straight away. So I got respect for Steven.
Let me give you a Steven stat. That play against Rutgers, his first start ever on any sort of level playing quarterback, with no practice that day, 3 touchdowns passing.
There it is.
He only lost because the Ducks defense gave up a
He
slant route
is
at
sneaky
the end.
fast. Kato said he's sneaky fast.
He is.
He's got
Yeah.
suspect speed, bro. And he's like I said, he's not
Former
afraid.
basketball player.
He's not afraid to stand in that pocket.
He converted 4th and 15 or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
We give him love.
Steven's
out
mobility
here. We
is
talking shit. We
insane.
give him love out here.
Because we had a flag play before that.
I'll tell you, whoever gets Steven Renner in Ocean City is going to have a really good draw if he ends up heading down there.
All credit to him.
What's the
He
next
he
game?
converted like a 4th and 15. Right?
Woo! This next game was spicy.
I'm going to point out this one. Program Ruckus. First off, congratulations, program.
Spicy.
You finally got the monkey off your back with Ruckus.
Yeah.
That was a 5-game losing streak. That could
Impressive.
count losing to Nemesis in the tournament last year.
Second touchdown.
That's second.
It was donuts until the last play of the game, which I can't wait to get to. You go ahead and do the recap because my man, hey, Renner gets all the love today. I'm trying to tell you that shit was impressive.
I'm going to give Renner further love here. His offensive line. Let me put
Get
it
some
in
new
perspective.
fucking blinds. Why don't you donate, bro?
I don't live here, man. What are
See,
you doing?
Dustin, I was gonna give you some fucking credit. You know what I mean? I was gonna give you. See, I'm frying anybody who speaks the fuck up and has got balls today, bro. I was gonna give you credit for being a good coach and a good team leader.
And we're live.
We back. We apologize. Technical fucking difficulties.
You all. Something happened.
We apologize. It happened again.
No, we good.
Oh shit.
All right, we got Omar. We
My
got
bad.
Tyler Spencer.
Yeah, we coming back.
We got Ryan Lewis back.
Hey, listen, man. It's Joey's phone.
All right, here we go.
Don't worry, we still serving the sauce.
This is that Android shit, man.
So where was I? Dustin Mitchell. Yeah, I ain't forget.
Buy me some new blinds.
You want to talk shit about these blinds, man? I was giving you love.
Buy some new blinds
Talking
for
about
me,
you doing
Dustin.
good coach, good leader, all that shit. Did you get a catch? Have you had a catch all year? Have you made an impactful play for your team? You might as well take your ass out and sit on the sidelines and just coach, since that's all you're good at doing. And we can leave it at that. Back to Steven Renner, quarterback, as I self-host with Joey coming back with some pizza. Steven Renner looked great. Nah, I ain't giving you no fucking credit. You lose all that. You lose all that.
Can I just say, like, can we talk about Ruckus and how they've had a very difficult? Well, I'm not going to talk about ADR. ADR had it worse, but like Ruckus' line's pretty beat up after his first
yeah,
3 games.
Ruckus program, right?
And it showed in that last game how beat up they were.
I don't.
The Warriors beat them up, and ADR beat them up, and you look at a line that's pretty decimated right now.
We gotta give program the credit because they got the dub, like you said. They got the monkey off the back. They beat Ruckus. They were actually manhandling them that game. It seemed like watching
Yeah.
it.
Not for a couple
Oh, yeah, I'm saying
drop
it was-
passes,
but
Berger
for-
probably would have blown him out.
See, that's what I'm saying though. You know, there's
Yeah,
always
I'm-
those
yeah,
those
I'm
little
agreeing with
things
you.
that
Yep.
you know that. That's why the score of the game doesn't tell you.
There was drop
You know what I
passes.
mean? Like that game could have been a blowout.
Yeah.
Ruckus was a little tired. They already don't have much of a rush at D-line. O-line was hurting. Those guys are good. I'm not saying they're not. I like everyone.
McNabb still puts in work at D-line.
Double headers, long
Josh McNabb is one of the biggest
Yeah.
underrated players in the league right now. but not anymore. The boys got big flag pools, some clutch plays. I caught him on camera looking sweet. But yeah, program did their thing. Adam looked decent. Adam looked much better than week 1. Adam was making some throws, and like Ross said, there were some drop passes that could have made it look a lot.
Program knows it too.
Yeah, and then it's funny because program was trying hard to get that donut, and because y'all like donuts, and it ended up Ruckus was making a drive, running through a couple of deep balls to Haney. Cortez was locked in, wasn't giving him shit. I don't know if he gave up a pass all game.
Cortez Island,
dude. He was there every single play, and I'm telling you, Renner made some great throws.
He did.
These balls were maybe not perfectly catchable, but Haney almost could have got there. You know what I mean? There was a slight miscommunication on one play between when he was going to break the route off, but it was a perfect throw. Like it was, you couldn't have asked for a better chance. Tez just shut that shit down. And then it got to the point where last play of the game, clock's ticking. Game realistically probably could have and should have been called, but we're like, nah, fuck that. Let them finish the drive. It ain't over yet. Like, finish the game. Renner, height, rolls out. I think he avoids a sack, steps up, rolls way left, gets his the shit knocked out of him as he lets this ball go. And who was it? James Scott went up and caught it.
Yeah.
And I think Ricky Miller might have been the unlucky guy on that side of the field.
Yeah.
He really didn't stand a chance. No one thought that ball was getting thrown. And no one thought it was going to get there. And no one thought Scott was going to catch it.
Yep.
Nonetheless, it was futile because the score ended 14-6. Ball game was called after that. Program came out on top. They played a great game. Could have been a little better. Almost had the donut. I know they're going to take that into the next week when they come back and use that as some fuel because I can tell you personally, not getting donuts will piss you off.
Especially against a team like Ruckus, who, as we mentioned,
Especially
leading up to this game, Ruckus has owned the program for the most part in the last couple of years. It's been one-sided between these two, but program may have just reversed the curse.
I don't think the program's won like one time, right?
Program has beat Ruckus in the spring of 2016 and the fall of 16 in the regular season.
So they've got 2 wins out of like 8 matchups.
Yeah, unless you want to go further back than that.
So you count that as like their third.
Program's only postseason win was against Ruckus in the spring of 16.
It's getting closer to being even.
It is, and when you consider how often Ruckus has knocked the program out of the playoffs, this was a big boost for them. They needed this win. This could be a big changeover for them. That's a confidence booster. You beat a team who's been holding you down for a while.
Shout out to Sean Moats. We are going to point out that interception that he did get.
Yeah.
That looked good.
Hell yeah.
He looked good.
Yeah.
I thought I spilled my beer. You looked good, man.
That Warriors D-line
That
played
big,
amazing.
that big man can move.
That was awesome.
That big man can move.
Indeed.
Best play of the day, all day.
I don't know.
I don't care what anybody says.
Nope.
Let me tell you, Sunday had a
No,
lot
because
of
Sean
good
Moats
plays.
gets
No,
Like,
that pick
Nope.
don't have shit on the 360 touchdown we about to talk about. Boy, that motherfucker.
let me tell you,
Daniel
about
Taylor's
this
got
man.
played a muff right
My
now.
man,
boy.
my
I'm trying to
cousin
tell you.
Daniel Taylor.
What time for the whole team?
I'm going I'm still going
Hey,
Moats.
Ross, get my Survivor's jersey out of the bag.
Daniel Taylor second.
Shout out Daniel Taylor.
Sean Moats first.
Hey, Daniel Taylor is going to beat the Warriors in 3 weeks. You heard it here first.
Oh,
Which takes us into our next game, which was Red Knights Railroaders.
Daniel-
which was the thriller that I told you it was
Yeah,
gonna be.
there's a
It's
lot
the
in
thriller
that
I
one.
told you it was gonna be. And you can't even say it was a terrible game because the Red Knights scored 3 times and the Railroaders scored twice.
Yes.
You can't say it was a shitty game
It
because
was
it
not.
wasn't.
This was a battle.
That's game of the week.
This was a very physical ball game.
Looking at the
This
board,
was
that is game of the
exciting.
week. Defensively, both teams balled the fuck out.
Yes.
Railroaders DBs that game were looking great. They made some plays that I looked down and I was like, holy fucking shit, that's Brunswick? Like, yeah, that guy just did that. Like,
They did not look like
Bro,
the Assassins. This is not the Brunswick
swear to God,
Assassins.
they put up a fight alone on Hart. Like, it was such a good game for
They
them.
did.
Like, to lose the way that they did only by a score and to be in the game all the way to the end, like, hats off. That was an amazing game. Andy Hoffman, led his team to the victory. Like, that game was a fucking dog fight.
That was a classic from start to finish. I was very impressed by how that game went. The Railroaders came out there. They were ready for the night. The only difference was, to me, that stood out Can we talk about Justin Washer of the Red Knights?
Hey, boy,
and
listen.
his 2 big interceptions in that
And
game.
hella endless flag pools.
And he's a flag pulling
He is a
machine.
product.
This guy is a monster on
product
defense,
of
and
the
we
8-man
don't talk
league.
about him.
Product of the 8-man league in Winchester. He played for Top Gun. Didn't
Yep.
get he pulled flags there too. You just still didn't hear about it. Like if you know the game, you know who the kid is. Like,
And I don't think anybody gave him a head up either.
Yeah.
Whenever he was putting the county page asking for a roster spot,
Exactly.
nobody knew
Everybody
about him.
slept on him, and he was
It-
co-signed. People were like, "Yeah, he's a good pickup." You know what I mean? He can catch the ball offensively, and he's a flag pulling machine.
Yeah.
Let me point out.
Machine.
Let me point out the 2 plays he did. Number 1, that pick he had on Daniel, where Daniel threw the ball, and Daniel told me he intended to throw the ball as low as he could to Brian.
Bro, that shit was
Which-
crazy. The
That ball was
the diving
low.
interception.
He was there.
The diving
He was
interception.
right there. He went lower than Brian did,
diving interception.
and it's like on paper that's a brilliant play because that's an easy completion. But he picked it off.
I'll tell you that. That
Dude.
kid is a flag puller.
Excellent. And you also forget 4th down. Daniel threw the ball across the middle, and he came and picked it off in the end zone.
Yeah.
If Daniel scores there, it's 22-20, and all of a sudden, what can happen?
It ain't a secret no more. McNabb is out of the bag and Washer's out of the bag. It ain't a secret. No. I'm sorry. If I'm filming live, I expose you. I can't.
Let me tell you,
I gotta let people
we
know.
gotta give players more love
we
this year.
give people
This is-
props.
yeah.
We give people the props.
We
man.
do. That's what we
give
do here
people
on
the
One
props.
Talk, man.
We talk shit, but we give love.
And
And in the comments, he's getting plenty of love. Plenty of people are saying,
I dropped
best
the
flag
ball.
puller I've ever seen. Great player. Baller. Excellent player. Glad to have
I
him as a
dropped the
teammate."
ball now.
It's you know, it's a good thing to have, man. He's a
Should've
good team
recruited.
player. And we like it.
we talked about like how
I don't remember a lot about the game except for that it was a fucking dog.
it was, and you live streamed that first quarter. Let's talk about that highlight you filmed. Let me tell you, give me your account of Daniel Taylor's touchdown pass in that first half.
I feel like I was definitely talking shit right before the play happened.
You were. I know
I
you
feel
were.
like
You've
I
been
was
talking
saying-
shit to my
You
cousin
are.
for weeks.
You were-
Absolutely, that's what the fuck I do, and I'm damn good at it. Anyways, I feel like I was saying it looks like nothing's about to happen here. I feel like those were my exact words. But I just
believe they
fast
were.
forwarded to the point. But I'm pretty sure I was like, this looks like nothing's about to happen.
You were dismissive before that. I was
Absolutely.
like, damn,
Absolutely.
Spencer.
Because-
I
because-
expected it out
the,
of you.
the
I
drive,
expected
the
it.
drive wasn't looking promising. They kept getting downfield, but they weren't, capitalizing in the go moments. Here was his chance in the red zone to make a great fucking play, and a set hike.
And the left guard was blown up immediately,
Set-
and they have Daniel right there in his palm with the other defensive lineman
Set
coming
hike.
towards him. 2 linemen near him in the premise.
Flag avoidance.
That spin move, which I didn't think he could still do anymore.
360. 360.
The 360.
And then I swear to God, he threw it with his eyes closed.
Yeah, he did. And okay, if that's what he did. That's Daniel Taylor. That's Daniel Taylor ball.
Looking
That's how
back-
we used to play back in
looking
backyard.
back at the footage, his guy was wide the fuck open because
Yeah.
Wow.
that move he made in the pocket, that corner knew he should have been had.
He had to be.
He should have been had.
Yeah, that's
so
his
so the
sack
corner
every
got
time.
stuck watching the play like, good job. Oh shit.
Exactly.
By this point, the ball's over his head, and he's dead to rights, falling back, made himself look
And
horrible.
I did not get the
Unfortunately,
name of the Brunswick receiver, but he did
Wide
play
receiver
quarterback
number
in the
one.
second game. He
Wide
played
rec-
QB in that game.
his name is wide receiver number 1. That's what we're calling him.
He
I'm pretty sure
Daniel
wide
threw the
receiver
ball
keeper
high
was.
enough that only he could get it.
It was even if that defender was there, he didn't.
There's
have
no
a
way
chance.
he could go that high.
Perfect throw. Great
That he's in perfect place to get that.
play. However, the Red Knights prevailed.
They did, and I'll give it props to Andy. This is a much better. I think this year's Knights team could beat last year's team, in my opinion.
They like each other.
This is a team that's gelling very well.
There's a little chippiness out there, but I think it'll all be handled in a tone.
Yep.
Certain people should let certain incidents that don't pertain to them go.
But we'll see how
I'll
it goes
repeat
for the
that
Red
one more time.
Knights. the
Certain
rest of the
people should
season.
let certain incidents that don't pertain to them go. And we'll just leave it at that and continue with the show.
Next guy.
We'll continue with the next game, the game of the week, the one we expected to be a classic.
Oh,
However,
that's back.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I like Kevin Clancy a lot.
yeah, let me tell you, Clancy's great.
That guy is fucking hilarious and a fun time to play against. He completely.
He's the perfect
I
broad X
was
quarterback.
useless, bro. I was so fucking bored in that game. Like I was useless. He like. I couldn't do shit because he just kept going away from me. I'm not saying like I'm someone to go away from, but I'm telling you, like me and Dame had few opportunities. Even though Dame did end up with 2 picks, I believe.
Dame had 2
He
picks.
did pick him off
That was
twice.
the difference.
But those were like the only 2 times that he threw it in either right directions. You know what I mean? Like, he's very smart. He's very fucking smart.
Terrence is the name of the Brunswick receiver.
Nah, it's wide receiver number 1. Stop telling him.
That's his last name.
You're giving away.
Terrence,
you're
wide
giving shit
receiver
away. Yeah, Broadax.
Washer says thank you.
It's still early. They've only played 3 games.
You tighten up the defense a little bit.
Defense needs all the work. Offense will be fine. It's hard when you're taking almost all the snaps.
Well, it's also hard when you consider the structure of this season is such a weird
It's
way.
a build up for playoffs.
It is.
It's exactly what it is. Broadax
this
understands they're not competing for now. They're not competing for the playoff spot. They're competing to build. And by the time playoffs come, you'll have a fine-oiled machine with a high-caliber quarterback, the best line in Washington County. I'll tell you what. They had, outside of my team, obviously, they had Tom Hoffman was there, starting center.
Mm-hmm.
Right guard, I believe, was Justin Morales. Left guard was some new guy who's tall as fuck, big body. Obviously, he's a good blocker. It was the left guard and the right guard's first game of the season. Justin ain't played since last year, and they still put out one of the best the best offensive line on the field that day. Okay?
I agree.
And these are with 2 guys you've never probably seen before.
That line was hella
Right?
impressive. Watching
And then you still got Big Sean, you still got Aaron Palmer. Like, Broadax will be okay. Tibbs is coming. Broadax will be okay.
We know they got more coming.
The offense won't be the problem.
I got a point I want to make later on about what I felt like this month really was.
Yeah, it's a test in the waters.
Exactly.
Yeah,
This is basically a preseason.
Yeah, because then we've got this huge break coming up.
2 weeks off.
We got this huge break, Ocean City.
Where anything can happen.
And then it gets
Who
real.
knows how UC turns out.
And then it gets real.
So nobody's playing next weekend, right?
Nobody plays next week.
Nobody's playing, but we'll get to that a little later on.
However, we beat the piss out of Broadax.
Yeah, this game got one-sided as it went along as ADR
Let's
just
get to
took
the meat of the
straight up. This was not the second half I expected. I believe ADR outscored them somewhere around 26-0 in the second half.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought after we gave up that 1 touchdown, obviously that exposed a situation in a moment where they bested us, and if there's a kink in the armor and they stab once, you get on high alert. You're like, fuck, we can't let that shit happen again. But in the back of your mind, they scored once, so now you're like, all right, they could. You know what I mean? And I thought they would get closer, but we bent and we didn't break. That was then that one you can look back and say, trip. So we're not ashamed at all. We could have had that donut, but we damn sure didn't. So,
Hey man,
but like you said,
you'll probably have about 2 more chances at that.
Like you said about that preseason, they were happy that we didn't donut them. Kind of like Brunswick was happy we didn't donut them. So in a sense, it's that same mentality of we know we're not there yet. We're just here to do what we know we can do, and we're gonna see. We're gonna see you when it fucking counts.
Especially
I can't wait.
Especially you hyped. I can
I'm
tell.
fucking hyped.
Especially when you consider Dane did say on here, no points allowed this season.
Yeah, we gave up 12.
And you gave 12 already. That lasted week 3.
That means our defense just got to score more to take that shit back.
Hey,
So
it happens. I mean, we all have our off days.
12 ain't bad.
12 ain't bad.
Some teams,
12 ain't bad.
some teams don't even score 12 in a season.
Right.
Looking at the next game of the day, the final one, ADR Railroaders.
I think it was 22.
I've heard 19.
It don't matter. We beat them.
I don't know. It happened. I don't know. Some people, the score never kept right.
Let's talk about it.
Let's get real.
Let's talk about it.
Brunswick came out playing a very physical game. It was a very different game
Bro,
plan.
they came out with a slanted Maryland eye.
They did. I felt like I was watching my dad's team from back in the
That was
day
some
where they ran
19
some old school offense.
50 shit, bro.
They were coming out there to bring
Fullbacks.
because they're playing tackle football.
The
They're playing that style.
smartest thing you could fucking do.
And it actually is brilliant. I will say that. That is a brilliant strategy.
Have I not been asking somebody to do this for the last, 2 seasons?
I was telling Top
talked
Top
about
Gun to do it last year. Like, you got bodies.
We talked about it.
Here's the thing. If
Top
you
Gun
can't
had
beat them-
like the perfect team.
Top Gun did. Top Gun was
All
perfect.
tight ends.
Mm-hmm.
They had all tight ends.
Brunswick incorporated that style with 5 different quarterbacks on Sunday. They rotated quarterbacks until they finally got the Privet at the very end, who played wide receiver. Their first quarterback, Terrence, he did score a long run that was called back. It was called back.
Was there a block in the back?
I believe that's what it was.
Or a hold?
Something like that.
It was a hold. I think it was the play I got held on. Maybe someone else. I tell you what, y'all some holding motherfuckers. I'll tell you that. But you're smart. I mean, why not?
No, it's...
Do it till they call it.
The way I view it is this.
Nah, fuck that. Listen, they had, like you said, they ran the ball with 3 linemen, quarterback, three in the backfield. That's 3, 4, 7. And damn near 2 guys over here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They put one guy
It was
on the tight end
tricky
on the
out.
left, and they were running double crackbacks. It was a double crackback, double lead quarterback blast. A quarterback power, everybody block.
Yeah.
And they did a damn good job. I tell you what, if you're not ready to hit somebody, they're gonna fuck you up.
There was a time period where people ran the ball in 9-man. We grew up seeing it back in the day.
And
You
they
saw
were big
teams.
boys.
Exactly.
5 down linemen.
They knew that they couldn't outrun you. They were just going to beat you down until you couldn't run with them.
And the
They got physical.
Defense was the same with the Marauders. Defense, same way. Hammers. They're gonna hit you all game long. All game, they're sending the pressure. and
Shout
they're
out
hitting
Joe Bassford.
you. They're hitting you. I'm like, dude, all right. You know what? We're not even gonna start this shit. It was a great game.
It was.
It was a great game.
Go out there and play hard.
I hope we can get these fucking pads on though. I'll tell you that.
Hey, I'd be interested in seeing a tackle game between
I'll be there.
ADR and Brunswick. I feel like there's a lot of potential to
I
that.
feel like at this point we don't have a choice but to go play these motherfuckers in a pickup tackle football game.
I think Brian said he has a field he can host it at.
It's probably coming.
And I'm pretty sure you
I
can
tell
find
you what,
a couple
those
guys
tickets are
out
going to
there.
sell better than any alumni game yet.
Hey, we'll be live for it.
Because I'm promoting it.
Make it happen. Hey, I'm down. I need something to do in the summertime between seasons.
I think, yeah.
I think yeah.
I think, yeah.
You think you had to?
I think, why not?
I think about it. We'll see. Hey, you know what? If Boonesboro and Smithsburg are too cowardly to go after fucking Brunswick, why can't you guys do it?
Someone's got to put the fucking dog to sleep.
Boonesboro couldn't do it. Smithsburg couldn't do it. Williamsport couldn't do it. Beadmore couldn't do it. The Franklin County Tigers probably couldn't do it. So who's going to? Somebody's got to beat Brunswick. I'm not even sure if Belichick could do it. He's going to see that Maryland die. He's not going to know what to think.
Ian Fisher.
Hey.
If that's the only way I get to see Ian again.
All right, let's do it. Hey,
The
let's
bigger
see.
they are, the harder they fall, bro. That's what my mama always told me.
We'll see how it ends up happening.
It's not always true.
That's not, but I bet you it'll still hurt.
Let us take a look. With that being
Coming from a
said,
bigger guy, it's not always true.
You fall nimble as fuck, don't you? Can you see Ross getting
He falls
pancaked?
great.
You see Ross getting pancaked?
Listen,
I did. It was. I saw Aubrey Shores pancake him in the alumni game.
and he still didn't make a play. Because guess what? Even if you put me on the ground, I'm gonna find a way to like twist my legs, like I'm almost like having a hernia kind of thing,
Are you
to
gonna
where I just trip your ass,
just
and you're still not gonna make a play.
just worst case use your fingers and just claw a throat,
Nah,
raccoon style.
I use my feet.
Use your feet. Are your nails that sharp on your feet?
Nah, I got cleats on.
All right, Ross.
My nails are behind.
Anyways,
socks and
So what's
cleats.
after that? That's a wrap up for the
That's
day.
a wrap.
we got power rankings.
So just another quick recap. The Warriors blew it.
Bad.
The program got the monkey off their back. Red Knights got the final punch against the Railroaders.
Hell of a job.
Pun intended. ADR beat the shit out of Broad Axe. And played a decent game against the Railroaders.
Let's the one thing like we'll talk about this in the power rankings. We'll talk about the good and the bad of all of these teams in this first month because we're about finished for April. We're gonna have about 2 weeks off, and by the time we come back in May, we'll have to do a small recap of April, but we'll do it gracefully.
Yeah, it'll be a big fuck your team session.
It's gonna be hot.
Let's for now. Let's talk about for
We're
now
all gonna
the
be
power
irritated.
rankings and what we think so far because this was an interesting trial period in Greencastle.
Let me
First
look
and
at this real
foremost, let's talk about our new.
I like
field.
this.
Let's
I like this a lot.
Well, let's talk about our new field at Greencastle. Can we give a shout out to them?
Can we not fuck it up?
Please, for the love of God, this is the best thing we've ever had.
Can we as men cut the fucking shit?
We can have actual filming from a tower where we can get good footage and pictures. Isn't that a great concept?
I'm just saying.
The answer to that question is no.
I'm gonna be.
It's her feel where you don't get an 8 a.m. rainout call while your boy's coming from D.C. for a game today.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The next time anything happens, if it hasn't already, the next time anything like that happens again, whether on the field or off, whatever the fuck it may be, cops are gonna get called, and it's a record. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. I fucking promise you. We're in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is not Maryland.
We're in Pennsylvania. All right. First and foremost, we're at a school.
Mm-hmm.
Way more like
A very influential high school with a lot of facilities that our local schools can't even afford. Smithsburg can't afford it. Boonesboro can't.
we're at a school.
Let's be
in
real.
PA,
Brunswick can't.
Commonwealth. They make money off of locking people the fuck up. And they really don't like black people. Let's just be frank. It's Franklin County. I know most of you aren't racist, but we also know there's just this slight disdain for people of color in PA. So, simply put, we all collectively,
Western
as a league,
PA, not Eastern.
yeah, need to just cut the shit and play football. All the shit talk on the page, cool. Football. And it goes for me too. Like, there's football shit talk, but all the personal shit needs to stay the fuck off the field. If you've got a problem, take that shit back home to your house or your property on your land and settle that shit however the fuck you want. There's no room for that shit in the league. Dude, I love this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I know most of y'all love this shit. And if you take this shit away, what the fuck are we gonna do?
I also remind you guys that we have a Pennsylvania state trooper who plays in our league. So if you do something stupid in Pennsylvania while we're up there,
About to have a couple.
and he's on site,
Bro, we just can't fuck this up. This is literally the last straw for the league. If this shit fails,
Washington County's giving up on us.
if this league fails, if this attempt fails, there won't be no more football. And quite frankly, none of y'all are ready to step up and take the fucking reins, or it probably would have happened already. So chill the fuck out. Let's play some football. No smoking on the field. Chill with the F words. No fucking fighting. No fucking fighting. None of that shit. Simple as that. And I know you might think, oh, fucking, it's Tyler talking. Nah, man, this is real fucking, like, I'm being 100% dead ass serious as men to men. We need to cut the shit and play fucking football.
Yeah.
Get your
That's what I'm
sidelines
saying.
under control.
That's what the words are going to
We
do.
have to
from
get
here
our
on out.
sidelines under control. Because Sunday, let me tell you, Sunday had a lot of great moments that I really liked. Like, I felt good, and this is the personal. I enjoyed that.
It's an amazing atmosphere.
Yeah.
There's kids out there.
This was
Everybody's
great.
playing. There was a high school soccer game on the other side.
Yeah.
Literally a soccer game. It wasn't a scrimmage. They were playing a real live soccer game right over there that you could have watched for free.
And we had fans in the stands who were watching our games.
How many of people's families have traveled to come watch these
I
games?
do.
People who don't play. There's people from the KFFL watching. Like,
Yeah,
there were
Eric
people-
Hardy was in attendance.
PA,
Shout out Eric
PA
Hardy.
has a good fucking vibe for football.
Speaking
bro.
of the soccer game, I do believe ADR and some of the programs, people helped them carry benches from our
Yeah.
field to their field.
Yep. They came over
Yeah.
and did the bench.
Shout
you know
out to
what I mean?
that.
Like you just, it's bigger.
That was cool.
It's bigger than football, man.
Yeah.
It's bigger than football.
We gotta
You gotta remember
I
that.
know we want to be. Look, I get it. We all missed Washington County a year ago. Trust me, I do. I love the party atmosphere. What we were doing at South was
fucking illegal.
it's kind of insane,
Fucking
actually.
illegal. It's amazing none of us went to jail.
I think back to a few times at South where I'm like,
yeah, bro. That shit at Snook is, still not legal.
it's
But it was
okay.
okay.
No one cares about Marty Snow.
South High? Oh my god. It's fucking wrong.
Right there in front of it.
I gotta smoke.
Thousands of people drove by there.
Bro, a day. Literally.
Yeah. Every
Case
every
in
time
point,
we were
We had
there.
a,
I think y'all get the
I
message.
just recall a smoke circle
I think
of
we
us,
did.
and then a Washington County sheriff just drives right by us.
Yeah.
Deadass. That was a late one
You
day.
were the, yeah.
Yeah, it was
I'm not
mostly
try-
some 80-yard guys. We was like,
I'm
we was
not
like
trying to be
7, 8
Mr.
deep out
Innocent
there.
back here.
And the
but
cop
I'm
looked like
just
he was
saying.
slowing
We
down
was like,
towards
bro, we
us.
was like 7, 8 deep out there looking down the fucking road, and we all saw this looked like an unmarked car just go by real slow.
Yeah.
Like, all right, y'all. Time to get the fuck out of here. Oh man. All right, so yeah,
Good
y'all
times,
get the
but
point. Let's do these power
We have better
rankings.
times. But yeah, let's talk about the power rankings so far. Starting off at number 7, Warriors 0-2. Ross,
I love the Warriors, but I agree with
That's
this.
me.
explain yourself.
I don't think there's much to explain.
Moving on.
I'll explain for you.
Okay, fire away.
It's just not clicking. People need to shut up on that team and let whatever's supposed to happen happen. And if they don't buy in, they should probably leave.
Yeah.
I think that about sums it up. You just gotta shut the fuck up. If you're not in charge or you're not calling plays, shut the fuck up.
This offense.
And I mean it with love. And if you don't buy in, bring it up in a way that's respectful and not on the field. Game day is not the day to do it.
Yeah.
Case in point.
And that's the thing is when that goes down, it ends up having a chain reaction, and the rest of the team feels it.
You just got and they need to stick to the run. I think what the Railroaders did is going to be eye-opening
Well,
for some of the league and the Warriors especially because they can run, and I think they will run.
I've been preaching this concept for years.
One more for the home team.
Season 1 survivors asked Daniel Taylor mid-season. Changed our offense to being an I formation, handing the ball off and throwing the short passes.
I've been
We built
saying
it around a
cannot-
running back, and it actually gained yards.
You'll miss flags.
I've been saying we cannot
You will miss
abandon the
one.
Our
run
guy had almost 100 yards rushing.
You'll miss
the
one.
whole
He was
time.
doing great.
We get to about the 20, and for whatever reason, we abandon the run. And
It's
But
hard-
that's because in the red
it's hard to
zone,
stick
you
to
got 4 plays to get 20 yards. You got to start thinking plays in perspective. Are you going to really run 20 more yards?
But
Yeah.
that's when kicking.
But
That's
think
what
about
got
it.
us there.
But
Right.
think about it. Well, you got Kyle. But think about it like this: when we get, when
Oh,
we
and
get
Kyle
20
needs to
yards,
chill the fuck out, bro. From friend to friend, you gotta just relax.
I've talked to
Just
him. He does, man.
relax. Be the Pat McAfee of the Washington County flag football. Everybody loves that guy. Nobody
Tim
likes
Miller is our Pat McAfee.
Dude,
What are you talking
Tim
about?
Miller is fucking awesome.
I haven't seen him. All
I wouldn't
season.
say take notes after Tim Miller. I wouldn't.
Who's he kicking for?
He only kicks for AFN,
Right, so.
but still. to
Yeah,
that
he can
point,
pop up any minute now.
That's
Kyle-
This is the Washington County Flag Football League. Anybody can pop up.
Either-
on
I'm
any
about
team.
to sign
Check
him.
this
I'm
out.
gonna have
Check
Kyle
this out.
Marshall and
Check
Tim
this
Miller
out.
on the same team.
Brilliant strategy. Ross. I love it.
Our kicker plays the end as well. Okay, you got to pick another position and get good at it, or just shut up and kick. On to the next one.
He can do other things.
He can do it.
I've seen him do it.
Well, do better.
Truthfully-
Do more. Just shut up when you do it.
You know, it'd be nice if they had. It'd be nice if they had a quarterback. They're a
If Kyle Marshall could quarterback, I'm just kidding. Come on.
dude triple threat. Those 4th down plays. Is he gonna punt? Is he gonna throw? Is he gonna run? Who knows?
I'm getting ready to
Hey,
Drop kick?
hold on.
Drop kick for
Hold on.
3.
I'm gonna give
getting
Kyle
ready to play
praise.
QB
I want to
this
give
week.
Kyle praise for one play he did. He rolled out right on a rugby kick enough that whenever
Yeah, he
Edgerow went to
ran
go
into
block
him.
it, yes,
Great awareness.
he drew
It's
it
not
on
a flop.
Edgerow. It was brilliant.
They needed that. They needed that.
Kyle
to
did
that
give you
line.
guys that big first down, and then when we got to the 50, that's when things went downhill.
Great
And it was
awareness.
unfortunate too because that was the turning point. After that happened, it was over.
A
Rutgers
dog-
had a 12-minute drive in the 3rd quarter.
A fucking dog ran out on the field now.
A dog ran in the field. That's a crazy fucking kickoff.
I wasn't there.
That game was nuts.
I was, unfortunately.
I might have
That
been
game
high.
was nuts.
I was probably getting high.
You were like standing shirtless for some reason in another room when I called you.
Yeah, we gotta stop the
Nah,
live
I was
call.
home.
Anyways, moving on to number 6 on our countdown. The Railroaders 0-2. Can I point out something?
Yeah,
This is why they're over the Warriors right now.
they played better games.
Point differential.
Major point differential.
That's
It better be the only reason.
That should tell them.
Let me tell you, 8-point loss to Red Knights, 13-point loss or 16.
That's
Who knows at this point? 2 score. Let's call it that. 2
Point.
score loss to ADR.
Just call it point differential. Keep
Broadax smashed you guys. And what did ADR do to Broadax? And what did the Railroaders do in terms of scoring? Now you could say penalties, yeah, but scoreboard, if you go by stats in this league,
I
am I
tell you
right?
what, that's going
We
to be a
scored
big
against
swing
Broadway.
game.
May 12th, Mother's Day.
All these games right here. This 7-6-5. Oh, it's just all of it.
I know this is going to be an interesting sound. But what do you feel about this Brunswick team early on?
I think they're gonna do what I said they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I feel a little bit more comfortable saying that they'll be able. This was before I knew Daniel was the quarterback, and now after seeing him make some good plays, I think there's potential for them But I also think
Do
even
you think
without
if they
him,
build that kind of offense around Daniel and maybe move him around too? Because
I mean,
I saw
don't know.
I
I
saw
think they need
Tyler
to stick to that
Bucklew.
run.
I saw Tyler Bucklew, a lifelong guard
I'll tell you
lineman,
what.
play running back in that Knights game.
that run is pretty efficient.
Yeah.
It's pretty efficient. I think if they can find a way to turn it into an option or a run pass option,
Are you saying
Because-
they need to run a wing team?
well, not essentially, because even out of what they were doing, there were plays when I was like, we knew they were running the ball, but as a defender, I'm like, well, what if he fucking throws? Like, just what if?
Because you think like,
You know, like,
there's that
what-
possibility.
What if? And I tell you what, there's a few times he looked, right?
I miss John Schultz.
And there's a few times somebody might have been open. But you can't, when you know they're run heavy, and you're committing to, because you have to commit to the guy who's blocking you.
Yep.
They're sending bodies at your fucking face.
Move on.
Bodies. You got to get through 3 people to get the ball carrier.
7-6.
I
What
don't
we
know,
got?
bro.
Who's number 5?
You're just getting mad because we're praising the Railroaders.
Number 5?
There's
Who do you think's number 5?
everybody's tired of hearing about the Railroaders. It's
Everybody-
not just me. Let's be honest.
Number
Yeah.
5 is Ruckus.
Oh,
1 and 2.
There goes your surprise, buddy. They're below the Red Knights.
Yeah.
I'd have to flip a coin. I'd put them even.
Yeah,
I said
don't
they're
know.
even at the moment
I
because
put 'em
I
even.
feel like
I think this is statistical. This is
Yeah.
has to be
I was
statistical.
gonna say,
purely
I'm
statistical
for
at the moment because right now Ruckus they just lost to the program. They've lost to ADR in a blowout. The Knights looked really good against Broad Axe. They played well against program.
Who did Ruckus beat?
Ruckus had beat
Us.
the Warriors. Red Knights beat Railroaders. I feel like the Knights win against Railroaders is a lot stronger than the Warriors win because the
They
Warriors.
beat us in what I truly believe is the sloppiest game in Washington County flag football history.
I
I
can
don't
think
know.
of
We've seen some
others.
dirty.
I haven't been around that long.
Shit.
Since
I've
I've been
too
around,
long.
sloppiest
So
game
Ruckus is
I've
at
ever
the
seen.
middle. They're right below that. They're at the bottom. They're at the bottom half right
They're at the
now.
bottom half right now, but to be fair though, they have played a hard schedule to start the year. I mean,
And it only gets
Warrior
better.
and the Warriors always play Ruckus to their potential. Like and that's the thing.
I think they'll be a lot better now if Renner stays quarterback.
I think so too.
I think if you can get
Steven's
Renner,
the answer
you
right
get
now.
Renner out
Renner.
there and Joe at receiver, because Joe's an athlete and he's a big body, man. He's a big, or tight end, because he can block. He's fucking strong.
And you can utilize that.
Or Dehaney. Like, I think they need to bring Dehaney in tight. I think leaving him out one-on-one with the best corner. I think leaving Dehaney out one-on-one with your best corner is not favorable. Not that he can't beat him, but I think you're just not playing to your advantage.
Put Dehaney on a lot of linebackers in this league. I
Yeah,
feel
put-
like he's
put
physical
Dehaney-
enough to
put
knock him
Dehaney in
down.
the slot.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, fuck.
Are we talking like Larry Fitzgerald in the see
Yeah,
I can see
or
it.
tight end.
I
He's
can
6
see
foot
it.
fucking 4 and broad.
Both.
And he's
He
physical
can block.
enough.
He can block
He's
for your
physical as
run
hell,
game.
too.
Moving them.
Yeah, you move him all around. I'm not saying confine him, but that
Yeah.
putting him on an island with the best DB on the other team or some of the best DBs in the league is not playing to your advantage.
I can see that because of the fact that while he is a big body up top, they're always going to cover him because he is their best wideout. Let's be real
You need
here.
another brew? Somebody said you went for a dry sip.
Yes. Thank you, Cannon. But I feel like Ruckus.
You might get him another beer.
He said, "Let it go."
I didn't know.
I think Ruckus will be alright. They're still. I think they're gonna finish in the 3, 4, 5 area.
I think we'll all be all right.
Man, there might be a lot of ties in this season.
Maybe.
I feel like Ruckus, they run with Renner and maybe able to get on some defense a few times for some pass rush situations because they need him as a pass rusher too.
And some QB draws, maybe some QB draws, some QB powers. I think utilizing the Renner run more than the Renner scramble will be beneficial. And I think they need to run the ball more as well.
Thank you, Mr. Ross Collins. You're a wonderful
Because-
host.
I'll trade you.
B Mike's
Fair trade.
pretty good. Black Dame's pretty good. They've got multiple running backs. Spruce can even go back there and run the ball.
Is it wrong to like Mini Dame better than Black Dame?
Nah, he likes Black Dame. He's black as shit. Small boy. He's got small hands. No homo. He's just got small hands.
I feel like, yeah, Ruckus can turn it around, but they're going to have to play small ball. I feel like they should adopt that same physical approach that like we keep preaching. Why not?
He got big bodies.
They don't got burners anymore. They ain't like the team 2 years ago where they had Scunyon, TC.
They got a decent O-line. They like to hit.
Yeah.
They can pull. Put tight end in there.
I know Danny Longerbean used to love those old quarterback draws from back in the
I'll
Ducks
tell you
days.
It's gonna be
I like run blocking.
it's gonna be interesting nonetheless.
Run blocking.
It comes down to the coaching and staying consistent. Getting outside of your comfort zone will fuck you up.
I think so too. And we'll see what happens with Ruckus as the season goes on. As we move on to number 4.
Number 4.
All they got and all they need.
All
to be
they
honest.
need, baby.
This Red Knights team.
They're legit.
They are.
Maybe, I mean, it depends on what you say is legit, but I like them. You guys are just fucking dickheads at the end of the day.
This-
All of you are assholes. You guys think we're the bad guys. All the people in here who comment, have you gone back and read the comments that they say about
Oh
the team?
my god. There's so much hate.
Anytime we
Yeah.
try to give a team any type of love, it's like, nah, they fucking suck. Nah, there's some shit.
If there's some shit to
Nah, I'm better than him.
Hold on. If it's some shit, then like, what's it say about you when you beat him? You didn't win anything, right? Same philosophy, right?
At the end of the day,
Man, I like the Red Knights.
I do too.
They are next to like the X Dogs and what Broadax was, because it's not the same as it was, but like they're the epitome of damn near of what a team should be. I mean, they've got their problems. We'll give you that. We know that. But at the end of the day, the overall core of that team is it's fucking family. It's literally family, and it's what Andy's preached from day one. From my first day in the league, his philosophy has never changed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
He's true to that shit. He doesn't really care how good you are. If you're going to come to practice, commit to the team, willing to learn, be versatile, and just do what he asks of you.
that is,
You know what I'm saying?
that's his
And
thing.
have your brother's back.
That,
What more could you ask for in a game of football? Right?
The more I see it, I feel like at this point, Andy needs to focus on being that coach mentor type at this point of his career.
He's still a great quarterback.
He can still ball, but I feel like if he continues running in this role, if he becomes that guy to bring in the younger players to
Yeah,
build up
he
the
could
Knights,
be one of the great owners that we've seen go into the Hall of Fame of guys who run teams, you know what I mean? Old players who become coaches, take on a franchise and put his all into that. I think when that day comes, they're going to be okay.
Yeah.
They're still fine now, but when that day comes, the Red Knights will be super straight. Because he'll be able to put a little bit more time into maybe, if that's what he wants to do. But I think right now, for them to win right now, Jay King. Jay King had, man, that's my dude, but he had 4
You know what rhymes with Jay King?
huge drops.
You know what rhymes with Jay King? Dropping.
Not really.
Jay King dropping? Ing?
I mean, that's a stretch. We'll let the people rest with you on that.
I'm going to see how it goes.
I remember he did make some plays against program though. The one that I live streamed.
He did,
He
but
did.
They
for
made up for it,
He
but
was,
he dropped a big touchdown.
He was probably
that could have they could have beat the Railroaders a lot worse. They could have
Yeah.
jumped out early and put the dunk to sleep. it ended up being a lot closer for a lot of drop ball, but that's also to the rain plays a big effect.
yeah, that rain was vicious
And
on
turf.
Sunday. It came
What's
down
up, Black?
hard.
Turf's a different animal.
Turf makes it
Oh,
interesting.
Black seems
The
so
real
Black.
MVP though for that
Keeping it
offense.
super raw out here, no.
Hey, the real MVP on the offense at receiver though, Thad Jones.
Thad Jones balled
He
the
is
fuck out.
balling
He did.
this
Thad
season.
Jones gets love this week for the Red Knights.
Andy is making
He
him
made
look like
some-
an all-star out there.
Nah,
Well,
he's making
Thad
Andy
is
look like
making
an
Andy.
all-star.
Let's
Yeah,
just put it
he,
like that.
he made some great catches.
Thad is just amazing out there.
He made a diving catch as well. He made some jump ball plays. He made some tough, like if you play Madden, he made some of those catches where you just got to press A to possession catch it and go down. Because if he would have kept running, might have got hit, might have been in a bad spot. That made some great plays for the Red Knights and definitely kept that offense going a lot of times.
Yeah, and Thad, he's been a journeyman in this
He's
league.
a better. I'll tell you this.
This
he
is
can
the best
play
situation
corner.
I think he's been.
Yeah, he can play corner, but I tell you what, he's looking really damn good right now, wide receiver. And I'm pretty sure that's what he did in Martinsburg.
Yeah.
He's looking comfortable, and Thad was being a great leader. I remember there was a moment I was streaming. Thad was sitting down at the end of the sideline, and somebody had did something, and he had told him, he just gave him a good piece of advice. And I looked over and I thought to myself, and I'm like, yeah, that's fucking impressive. Because a couple years ago, Thad might have been talking some shit. You know what I mean? But now it's like it's like
he played next to
he's
Thad,
buying in to the Red Knight scheme, and it's like, hey, I can help you. Listen, check this out. Do this, da 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 da. I was impressed with that. So yeah, kudos to Thad Jones. He gets our player of the week for the Red Knights right there. And I think that team's going to put some people on notice, man. They played some good defense. Offense was looking all right. They had some big third downs.
Number 3.
Andy's still quarterbacking.
Number 3.
All they got, all they need.
Number 3.
Number 3.
You're going to be shocked by this one.
I ain't.
Here
I
we
don't
go.
think so.
2-1. It's Broad-X. And we talked about how I thought they were the second best team in the league, but they didn't look like it Sunday against ADR.
After that game, you would know that it was 2-1.
You really wouldn't. They looked a little. And you look at the other games they had. The Red Knights almost knocked them off in week 1.
They beat us.
That was a great game.
That should have been a win.
Red Knights could have done it.
That should have been a win. And the Warriors put up a fight against them for the most part in that first half. It kind of makes you wonder, is Broad-X a little overrated? I mean, yeah, Kevin Clancy, yeah, they have Tivis and more coming, but and we haven't seen the big picture yet. But do you think they are the second best team, like we said, all year, or is there a possibility that they're a little bit lower?
Until those guys show up, they're right where they should be on the rankings.
Facts.
Because programs beating Broad-X right now, in my book. They should. Quarterback show up. I'm not going to lie to you. The defense on Broad-X is suspect.
Yeah.
They need Zeke or Brian or Chaz.
Where is Zeke and Chaz?
Will Zeke play semi-pro?
Where
Chaz-
is
Chaz
Zeke
getting a little
and
older.
Chaz?
You know?
In a while.
Where
They got
is-
Joey Such back. That was a big plus.
Joey Such is a baller. That young dude in the slot is a freak. I like that kid a lot. He don't say a fucking word. Silent killer. I like that kid a lot. He runs good routes. I don't know his name. It don't even matter. You'll know who he is though. It's the only other kid in the slot.
gonna
Got
call
the short
him-
little twisted.
We gonna call him wide receiver number 2?
Wide receiver number 2. Wide receiver is his name. College
is
style,
that the
baby.
guy-
College
is
style.
that
I think
guy-
he wears number 2 as
I
well.
think he was one, right?
Is it? I don't know, but he's.
Is he one? Is he one with the blunt with the
Yep.
blunt? Yeah,
Yep,
he's
blonde
wearing number
dread.
1.
That kid runs good routes. He's got good. He's the one who scored against us. He's got
Yeah.
good routes. He's got good hands. And he don't say a fucking word. He don't say nothing but thank you and can I have my flag? That was it. I like him.
I like
he's
that.
He's a team player. He's a baller.
That's cool.
Good
Someone,
sport.
someone to watch out for. Yeah, I have respect for people like that, man.
We need more of
Because
that.
he's got the kind of ability where he can sit there and talk shit to you all day, but he ain't gonna say a word. He literally just gonna beat you. So
So yeah, I think X. Well, they have the potential.
number three is proper. Number 3 is proper because we got programmer number 2, and I believe that's right now. Broad-X has potential. We already know that, but I think they're going to be comfortable sitting with number 3. I don't think they really give a fuck where we put them on their power rankings, and I think that's why they're going to be okay. They don't really give a shit what we got to say about it. They're doing their thing. So, time will tell. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I feel like with Broad-X right now, the bigger picture is still not there yet. But remember the last 2 playoff games they've had? We kept thinking the bigger picture was coming, and it just never happened. Spring of last year, where Big Mike started the QB and most of the core didn't show up at all, and they got dusted by Mayhem
I think that was
unceremoniously.
it was a rough year. I think this is it. I think this is where it happens.
You think it's
Because
right?
the Bullets don't play right now,
I
right?
agree.
So come fall, it might matter because I still don't know the Bullets. I don't think the Bullets play league ball. They only travel. So if Clancy's still available and he's down to play with Broad-X, this is where it happens.
I can see it.
He's in his prime,
Like I said,
And
tighten
flag
up that
football
defense.
time,
Will be
yeah.
just fine.
and that'll come with recruiting, outsourcing, etc. Good number 3. Number 2,
Number 2.
Number 2 is going to be the program. 2
I
and
like it.
Pack.
I like it.
Isn't it? It's kind of weird. The program has moved up every week this season. They were number 4, and now they're at number 2.
I tell you what, they're staying quiet on social media, and I like it.
You know,
I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm. We can't even get him in for an interview.
You don't see shit
Yeah.
except for if you're friends with them personally and they're posting pictures of the game. That's it. I love it. I hope this is it for them. I hope they get it. I hope it clicks. I hope Adam lets the ball go. I hope that line spreads out a little bit because they're so fucking close.
they are.
It's almost effortless to get around.
You got to give Adam more space. He's too big of a body not to have space.
You gotta have it isn't a field goal. You don't have to be foot to foot. Step over it and watch the magic happen.
It works to watch splits when you're.
They just don't have any time. When the rush is on them, Adam panics. When they got time, sweet. Gotta catch the ball. Gotta catch the ball. That's it. They got it. I like them. They're feisty. And they're quiet. And they're sitting at number 2.
I like
Who they beat? They beat Ruckus and they beat the Red Knights.
Fuck them. Good
They
shit.
beat the 2 teams who were in that middle tier with them.
Good
They did
fucking
lose to
wins.
ADR, but to be honest with
Good
you,
fucking wins.
to be honest though, you look at that ADR game they had.
It's a lot of fuck-ups.
Yeah, and on top of that, everybody struggled against ADR this season for the looks of it.
Facts. They're gonna be okay.
Hopefully,
Hopefully, I believe in them.
program
I
to
want to play them
me,
again
looking early on, or they could be a top 2 team or
all
even top
year
3.
long.
This could be it.
All year long. They play aggressive defense. They just have to score.
This is the season where they
Just
can.
have to score. McKenzie scored on punt returns. That's what saves them every year. Defense and special teams every
Yeah.
year. Well, this year they don't have no special teams except for punt returns. They don't got no kicker.
Yeah,
That we know of. We haven't seen yet. They gotta score. Adam gotta get you a touchdown per game. If Adam can throw a touchdown per game, they'll win more ball games.
Facts, big facts. I think
Just
so
one.
too.
Just one. Just one.
No, I agree. I think Adam Need can get him in that position.
I mean, you can almost say that about any quarterback in the league, but for the program especially, if Adam can score at least once a game.
Well, if we've learned anything,
Because they don't give up a lot of points.
And you look at
They don't give up a lot
Can I
of
point
points.
out to you the team they have? I mean, you look at the receiving core potential they have. I mean, Gary's there. You have McKinley. You can use.
I still don't like the setup.
Don't like the
I
setup.
don't like the setup.
What do you
No.
feel is off about it?
They have to utilize tight ends.
Yeah, I think everybody should utilize tight ends. I
Fact.
hate when nobody does.
Gary is good, but you can't put him out at the slot. And you've got Mike Sensabaugh, and you've got Chris Miller, and Adam needs time. They've got to use some tight ends. They've got some speed. Just figure it out. At least one. That's all I'm saying. If it was my team, they'd have a tight end.
I agree.
That's my fix for the program. You need a tight end.
My fix would be.
Or 2.
You know what they should do? Just go. You know how the Saints were just moving Drew Brees around and putting Taysom Hill for direct snaps. Do that with Ricky and Adam. Forget it.
RPO.
Go RPO. Throw in a package where Ricky's quarterback running read option. Put Adam into the tight end threat in the red zone. Why not? It'll throw teams off. They're gonna see it and be like, well, how do you handle
No,
this?
you gotta come off the field. You gotta put your tight ends in there. You gotta keep them safe.
Make packages though, man. Gotta make packages. It can be a good decoy. I mean, anything can work out. You gotta do something to produce big time offense. Creativity's big.
Just throw the damn ball and spread out your line. There you go. We fixed your team.
Number 1.
Congratulations, you're number 2.
Number one.
Number 1.
Who else is number one? I mean,
I'm
it's
pissed off.
debatable.
I'm mad.
You're pissed off. Why are you pissed off, Tyler?
We gave up fucking 2 scores.
2 scores, man, to the Railroaders and to
They earned it.
Bulldogs.
They earned that shit.
They did.
Can't take it away.
They got it late in the game.
It happened.
Props. I mean, somebody did it. That was about. I think that was more points than they scored against you guys ever. I don't think it's ever been close to you two.
I mean, they scored this season. They scored last season.
I mean, I guess this. I don't know.
Good shit.
I forgot that last season. I'm trying to remember last season.
Broadax. I expect more, and I know it'll come. That win doesn't mean shit to them, or that loss for them doesn't mean shit to them. That win to us means, well, we did what the fuck we said we was going to do. But to them, they're not fazed by the fact they got blown out. That's a memory now. It's gone. Clancy's better than that. They're going to be better than that. I think everybody should be afraid of potential, because
Agreed.
like if you know the game, I'm saying you know the players. If you look into 9-man at all, you know Broadax is straight. They'll be playoff ready.
Agreed.
They're already still better than most teams in the league. They're sitting at number 3. It's gonna be interesting to see how this shit plays out. Realistically, we see ADR finishing at number 1. Number 2 is going to be toss up.
Broad Axe and Program. They haven't played each other since 2017.
And Ruckus and Red Knights
It's gonna
both.
be interesting to match up.
Ruckus and Red Knights both have viable chances
Yeah, if they can pull it together.
to end up at 3. You know what I'm saying? And then 3, 4, 5, or even 2. I mean, 3, 4, 5. I think there's gonna be a couple ties. It might be a 3-way. We've seen it before. It was when the league was kind of short, I believe, before Market Street Mayhem, Ruckus.
I remember
and
that.
Was it Red Knights?
Red
Program?
Knights,
There was
yeah.
like a 14 possibility of who goes where. 3, 4, 5 is going to be fucking tight. Might be 3, 4, 5, 6.
You think the Railroaders can sneak in there?
And the Railroaders have potential to sneak into 6, 5.
This is getting interesting.
And that's just like facts because of the way the schedule's set up, the way teams have already played, who they've played. Like Red Knights, who hasn't played yet? Like, let's see. Have you played the Red Knights?
No.
Red Knights Warriors, great game.
You think so?
Red Knights Ruckus.
That has potential this year.
That hasn't happened yet.
Has not happened.
Great game. Who have the Red Knights played so far?
They've played Broad Axe, Program, and Railroaders.
So yeah, Warriors and Ruckus. That's 2 huge games on their schedule right there. That plays into the whole 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what I mean?
It's
And
going to
then-
get interesting.
And then
too.
you've got
They play Broad Axe again as well.
well,
Broad Axe plays
the potentials.
ADR at Knights.
The potential possibilities are damn near endless. There's a lot that can happen.
There is, and this is. And
when teams start winning games, shit fucks everybody else up.
Yeah.
That's why it's 1 game at a time, 1 week at a time. Big picture. You want to be somewhere in that middle. Realistically, if you're not top dog, you don't want to be in the bottom because there's no in between. There's no second tier for playoffs. You want to be like 3, 4, 5, 6 at the worst. Because you're bottom place top.
Yeah.
One gets a bye.
And well, so let's be real here. This is all practice till we get to June.
May's about to be crazy.
May's going to be interesting to watch because regular season, it's
What's
all
up, Tom
it's all
Bowe?
the work you get.
Gary Little, Dave, Chef, Squad.
We're going to see how it goes. And before that, we got a tournament that will be
Grant,
at.
Pete Mike, Boyle. Ocean City's coming up, baby. It's like
Next
a week
week,
away. We're getting lit. We're doing blood talk
yeah.
in Ocean City.
Blood Talk at the Beach. Next Friday night,
Blood
I believe
Talk
we're
at
going to
the
work it
beach.
out. Next Friday night.
Next Friday night, we're getting lit.
Be right
Probably not
there.
getting lit, but we'll be live.
We'll be live from Bethany Beach.
Depends what time we
Delaware.
play Saturday, but we'll be, because this is a fucking business trip.
Oh, it's going to be fun. It's
Oh,
it's going to be interesting. Adrenaline Rush will be down
Our
there.
team's set. Our team's locked in yet? I think today was the last day.
Tomorrow is the
Tomorrow.
last
We're
day.
currently sending, 10 A teams? 33 B teams?
A shit ton.
Is it
A
33?
metric
I
shit ton.
Dude, the B bracket.
Is it
Let me
33?
find Andy's
I
post
think-
earlier. I want to see what
think
Andy
the
said
total
earlier
is
about
33,
that.
so if we only
So
have
it's
10 A,
So it's 23 in B.
23 B.
33 total so far.
10 A,
23 in B.
324
With
B.
a possibility of Rampage coming out, which the
Yeah,
way I- the
Rampage
way I
is
see-
debating, right?
Man, whatever.
I don't know what's going on with that.
Fuck that shit. Go get the extra bodies and step up.
I mean,
You've been there. That back and forth shit. Fuck that.
I get it. You want to
I
get
don't.
you want to get your money's worth. I get it.
Yeah, fact. And with with them having to beat Annecy this year,
Has it? We got to talk to Andy about how that's going to work out.
it's going to be
on C
amazing because all the
brackets.
bottom
That's gonna
teams.
be interesting.
Yeah, nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change.
Yeah.
It's really just, and more games for teams who don't perform well on Saturday. You're guaranteed to still play on Sunday. You know what I mean?
I'm so interested in the 5-man, big man.
5-man. is
Can
awesome.
somebody get a
Listen,
5-man big man
listen.
team down there, please?
Listen.
Andy has said anybody who wants to do both tournaments can. He will work the schedule out to make it be able to work out.
This will be the best tournament of the year. I promise.
Hopefully that weather holds up.
Check this out. Weather dependent even without.
Facts.
There,
Big facts.
nothing has been presented like this to date. Atlantic City had, quote, the best tournament, right?
It's To the ending.
Exactly. And even still, without that, it was still a great tournament. Still a great tournament. Right? They didn't have no 5-man.
They did not.
They didn't have no 5-man big.
Mm-mm-mm.
They didn't have no C bracket. They didn't give you extra games if you didn't fare well. And this isn't a shot at Jamie at all. But this is just a point that
I'll never see this, but
this will be the this will be the best tournament of the year. You won't see anything like it. The fact that Chris Sav is doing the 5-man and the 5-man big. We've already got 2 locations.
I know it's been interesting.
And then with having a shit ton of B teams, you're gonna say, all right, you know what? Most of you guys don't last on Sunday anyway. What harm is it that we implement a C bracket, depending on where you seed, to give you more for your money's worth?
Right.
You might not win shit, but you're gonna get more games.
Right.
I mean,
Is that not giving the people what they want?
I mean,
a year ago, they asked for more teams to be in the
100%.
tournament, and he got another field.
100%.
Right? Now you're getting 2 extra fields and extra styles. 5-man and 5-man big. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, tournament of the year, bro. I'm telling y'all be talking shit on Andy. I mean, this is what I'm saying when that man is a mastermind and is good at what the fuck he does. Tournament of the year, bro. There won't be no bullshit. The referees are already hip. There's already like precautions taken to avoid whatever happened previously in prior tournaments. Tournament of the year.
I'm looking forward
Tournament
to
of the year. And 10 A teams. 10. You might be like, oh, the best teams didn't travel. Bullshit. Pull up the list real quick.
I'm trying to pull up the list.
Yeah, so go to 9-man. Since we're talking, I'm pretty sure, okay, Punishers, Lions, Bulldogs, or maybe the Lions aren't in it. It's main event.
I want to say ladies are in it.
Late, bro.
I saw ladies down in Novi's Mill.
These teams are about to be stacked.
Yeah.
It's about to be great fucking football. Because the less teams you have, the more recruits you pick up, the more free agents from other teams who are, willing to travel because they love football and they would have been going anyway. It's about to be an amazing tournament. You've got 20-some B teams, talent from all over. It's like Rhode Island, Delaware, fucking New England, New York, Massachusetts, fucking Virginia, West Virginia, fucking Maryland, PA. This tournament is official, dude. I'm trying to tell you, they be trying to talk shit on my man, but he about to kill the game. This is Andy's segment of the show right here. We giving love to Andy.
I'm trying to pull it up, man. I can't even find where the
You are
link is
fucking
anymore. I
up.
can't even find where it is.
It's in the National Flag Football Series.
I went for it. I couldn't
I
find
clicked
it.
that too.
Ross can't find it. Hey, we do know that the guys we know that are going, ADR's heading in A bracket.
ADR is trying to bring the fucking
The ND Raiders, Scotty Scott and Company in B bracket.
Scotty Scott and several guys from our league are going down there to represent Washington County Flag Football League. We appreciate them as well. Who else is in there?
AFN is heading in the B bracket.
AFN, we wish them well too. Hopefully, they don't have any issues and they can go get the dubs.
Hey, I get the feeling that roster this tournament's very hungry and will and has a good chance to come out with victory. Trust me. I see something there to this AFN team.
No
so we'll
shit,
talk
they
about
been-
that when we do our
they been
official
winning.
OC show next week.
Yeah, they've been winning, man. They got a decent squad. They just got to play football.
They come out and play hard every game.
Facts with whatever shows up.
And the other B bracket team, the X-Dogs, rare appearance to the tournament by Matt Eitenberg and company.
No, that's not rare. They always usually go down to Ocean City for
They do 2 tournaments a year, though.
huh?
This is a rare occasion. Only 2 a year they do.
Yeah, and this is one of them.
I know.
Oh, that's what you mean by rare. I was gonna say it's not rare that they go because they're always solid for Ocean City. Those guys love to travel down there. It's not too far out the way for them, and it's always on the calendar. I think the X Dogs would benefit if they would outsource a little bit as well. I know they do sometimes, but what'd you say?
Found it.
Oh.
It's in the comment.
You found it? That
So you found the team list?
Broad Axe isn't going down.
No Broad X, yeah.
They have players that'll be going down. It's uncertain where. I'm sure they'll go somewhere. I've got a strong feeling they might end up playing with the Bullets, but
I don't know about that. Bullets and A. Let's look at the A teams real quick of that. Aftermath, never seen them.
Aftermath is going to be a team comprised from Maffle. That's 2 teams. I don't remember the 2 exact teams. I think that's Blackhawks and somebody else. That's a talented squad. It's pretty much going to be like a Maffle collection right there. Anybody who's not on a team already going is going to be in there.
Okay. Punishers?
Punishers got a fucking payroll. They got one of the best teams in the motherfucking and the whole 9-man fucking flag football. The top team in the GCFFA, and they're definitely gonna outsource.
For sure.
They'll be fully loaded. They'll be
What's only 10 teams in that?
yeah. They'll be fully loaded. They'll be at if there's a roster max, they'll be at it.
A's gonna be wow.
A's gonna be a blast.
A's gonna be wow.
Laney's, who I saw destroy Mayhem and Owings Mills.
What up, Reagan? Okay, Matt. We appreciate that.
Oh, it's
shit.
Anarchy?
They're
Okay.
from OMFFL. Aftermath is Baltimore team. Is that a regular team or is that like a mix of a couple teams? Would we possibly know any of those faces or is that just a whole team in itself? Who are we at?
For the response to the
Laney's.
comments. Laney's, yeah.
Laney's.
And we're live.
God damn it, Joey did it again. What the fuck?
Androids, man.
Is this locked? I hope it's not. Okay, cool. Here we go. We're live again. Take 3. This is pretty much the
Ocean
Ocean
City.
City. It's the Ocean City episode.
Yep.
Joey had to piss because he's been drinking like a whore.
Maybe.
He was talking about.
His beer was empty for a while. All right,
It
moving
was.
on. Ocean City.
Ocean City. 18th, Aftermath. We just got information that Aftermath is a team from the OMFFL, Baltimore team, pretty much like the Explosion Makeover. Second squad is Punishers. Top tier A team, well known on the circuit. Got a little bit of a payroll, no doubt about it. Expect them to come out looking to win the fucking tournament. It's only 10 teams. They're definitely going to be at full force, and they're already stacked at regular standards.
Right.
Laney's. I have the most electrifying player in 9-man. If CJ Tarver is playing with them, that kid is a walking touchdown. He can play quarterback, wide receiver. It's pretty much best to put him at quarterback and watch him run around, send everybody like on deep routes, and then turn around and block because he's fucking fast, he's shifty, and he can throw the ball. So it's pretty fucking incredible to watch him play. Honestly, if you get a chance to see the ladies play, that kid is amazing. The Blazers, I feel like that's a B team that recently stepped up. But they've always had that 18 potential. I think they come out of somewhere in that New England area. I want to say Rhode Island. I'm not 100% sure. The Blazers are, I don't know. You would say that the Blazers are probably mid-tier, bottom tier of the bracket. But I would expect them to have a lot more. Can you bring a nigga a slice of pizza? Goddamn, one time with the whole team. Blazers will be all right, but
Pepperoni or pepperoni and bacon?
yeah, there you go. It don't even matter. After that, we've got main event. Who won nationals? Main event?
What's the main event?
I feel like main event won nationals.
I do believe main
Yeah, main event won
nationals.
nationals.
Who did?
Main event.
Main event?
They're gonna look amazing.
What did they win?
They won nationals.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they won.
That's big about it.
Yeah.
Main event's gonna be
So
straight.
there you go. They gotta be
Balling
the
ass
favorites
team.
going into it.
After that, you got the Maryland Bullets. I tell you what, if they get all the motherfuckers from Louisville out there, that's gonna be dangerous. The Bullets are known to have a team full of speed wide receivers. Kevin Clancy is the starting quarterback. They got a solid O-line, pretty decent team. You wouldn't consider them at the top half of the A bracket, but they definitely always have that capability to make a lot of noise, depending on how they play. Gladiators, that team is stacked. Definite payroll. They got motherfuckers flying in from everywhere. So they're going to be fucking balling out. Well-known team. The quarterback is always up for grabs on them. Last I heard it was Matt Bailey. We'll see how that goes. Playmakers Elite. Dio is the quarterback. One of the quarterbacks who used to quarterback for main event. They play in Maffle. Q plays for them.
I was gonna say.
Looking to be they haven't really made a lot of noise on the circuit, but they got playmakers. And with Dio at quarterback, they can win any game. They just got to play some defense. After that, you got a 7-point spread. The year before's national champion. They've been a little, I don't know lately. They don't seem to be
A
traveling.
little
much.
quiet.
Yeah, they've been a lot quiet. And they haven't been really traveling in big numbers. I think they're going to look to make a statement with Ocean City. They're tired of people talking shit, calling them out about not traveling well in cold places and stuff like that. So,
I mean, the last time I saw them in Hagerstown, they were talking about 80 yards offense.
And they got beat.
Yeah.
they got beat. And then the last team that we got in the A is ADR, which we're looking to go down there and fucking win, baby. Trying to compete.
What kind of squad does Adrenaline have? Or should
Adrenaline
we
Rush is
talk
going
to Dave
down.
about that
We should
some
talk
other
to Dave
time?
about that, but from what I know, we're going down there pretty stacked. We pulled a few pieces from the home team. Got a couple guys from the league, and it's looking good, man. We're gonna have a good time. Definitely coming with all the guns blazing on that one. Hopefully we can fuck up the form and do what we know we can do and bring that shit home. B teams,
It's gonna be cool,
man. We're just gonna. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be cool. It's always
gonna be
cool
awesome.
there. Oh, cool. Well, cool and cool. Like weather, it's gonna be chilly. It's always chilly by the water. B teams, we got ADO Bruins, Rampage, who might go A, all that foo-foo bullshit. Maryland Titans, Renegades. All four of those teams are pretty legit. You guys might know the Titans pretty well, and the Renegades and Rampage. After that, you got the Blackhawks, Honey Badgers, Scorpions. Definitely know those guys pretty well.
Yeah.
They're
Right
playing
out.
B.
Scorpions are playing B.
Oh, B.
Ride Out as well. Bays Auto, that's another up north team. NWO, I believe they come from either OMFFL or MAFL. They may be from up north. I'm not really certain, to be honest with you. X Dogs, we know who they are pretty damn well. Shout out to them for always traveling down to OC. Reapers, not sure who that is. For the home team, we got Maryland Raiders and AFN. Raiders is a lot of Baltimore guys. Scotty Scott's the quarterback. A couple of players from my league run with them. Some guys from Ruckus and a couple other teams. I can't remember offhand, but we always show love to those guys as well.
He's
AFN,
building a team up there.
He's
got a
definitely
team
building
coming.
a team. They're building a team, and the ultimate goal is to go into the A bracket. But they're taking their lumps and they're growing as a real team should.
Take your time. One step at a time.
Take your time and make it work, baby. After that, we've got AFN. AFN, you already know what it is with the red, white, and blue. And you've got the Nomads, who are in that championship game up in Atlantic City. They always come out guns blazing. 717 Elite. 717, that's Chambersburg.
You sure about that?
Trust me, I know 717 is Chambersburg, Waynesboro, Green
717
Castle.
area code.
I'm telling you, that's PA. I don't know.
Harrisburg.
I don't know where the fuck they're from though.
They're the Harrisburg. Right about.
Maybe I'm telling you,
Here.
there's 717 area codes.
Right about there, bro.
Yeah, that's a whole big area. PA's huge.
Yeah.
Then you got a team called Downstate. Metro
What
Reloaded.
state though?
I don't know, Downstate, wherever it's at. Metro Reloaded. The Long Island Demons. That's a good team. Look out for them to be into the top four. Maybe, they might not make it top four, but they're a good fucking team. Expect them to come deep in numbers as well. And then you got the Baltimore Wolfpack and another semi-local team with the Grimies. It's fucking loaded. I'm eating this pizza. It's fucking loaded.
Could use some more, man.
Is there one more? Did you eat it all?
Nah, I got one more slice stuff just for you, bud.
You're the man. Joey didn't eat all the pizza. I like him.
Kept it even. Kept it even.
Kept it even.
I'm looking forward to this trip next weekend. We're gonna do the live show from Bethany. We're gonna try to get as many people as we can. It'll be a fun time, man.
I think we could probably set something up. Maybe go out to dinner or something. Take a picture. I don't know. Do
Just have
something.
fun, man. This might as well be a vacation.
I'll tell you what.
That's off the field. Off the field speak. On the field, business.
Friday's a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday and Sunday strictly fucking business.
Yes, sir. From start to finish. It's gonna be intense. We might have a little show between. We'll see how it
There's gonna
goes.
be a lot of good football played. I'll probably stream a game or two.
I'll be on the field.
I'll probably stream at least a game. Somebody's game. See, maybe we can give the Raiders some coverage.
We can do that. Hey, we're down.
Might get a little AFN coverage. Just a little X Dogs. Get a little X Dog coverage.
Anything to rep our hometown guys, man. We know we got you. New York team, according to Damian Coates, is what downstate is.
Okay, cool.
So they're probably from one of those New York leagues.
They're not from uptown. They're from downstate.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Well,
life.
well, more on that next week. Whenever Andy announces the matchups, the deadline to register one more time is tomorrow.
Yeah, if you've got a lot of money in your pocket and want to go play football, you know.
If you're bored enough next weekend, Ocean City, come on down. We'll have live coverage. It's going to be a great time.
Anybody who made it this far, if your team ain't going, and you're interested in going,
Hit up to dudes, man. Don't be afraid to ask.
post on the fucking page, bro.
Just say it. People are looking for bodies. Do you know how hard it is to find guys willing to travel in the first place?
Bodies are important.
You got to have depth to win these
Yeah.
tournaments.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's gonna be a fun
I
time.
think so too.
I'm excited.
I am as well. It'll be next Saturday and Sunday. We'll have live coverage of that, and as well in between, I'll have my live coverage this Saturday up in Shippensburg for the Immortals. And
Yeah, you can expect us to
Gators
do a
game.
show. We'll probably get high or something Friday. I don't know. I got some smoke. I'll get drunk. We'll probably do a show Friday night. Fucked up. Fucked up. Probably not. Actually, I'm not gonna get fucked up.
We're going to have some fun.
We'll have a fun
It's going to
time.
be a good time. It's going to be a great
And
time.
Saturday.
When's the schedule getting released?
And probably
Tomorrow is the final day to register.
Right.
So next week.
Sometimes next week.
Early
Right.
next week. Probably about Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday at like the latest. Schedule
Right.
should be out.
We'll see what Andy has to announce for the schedule, and we'll see about maybe doing a show in between before we get to the games about and that.
We'll
live-
definitely do a show. We'll
Definitely.
definitely do a show from now. Even if it's something slight, just to talk about the schedule, give a preview for what to expect. Do some pick'ems, you know.
live streams.
Yeah, we'll pick all the teams that we think will win all the games, and
We're gonna have some guests too.
we'll keep it short and sweet. We might have some guests.
We'll call you in.
We might have some guests, and
Maybe
then
you want to stop by.
Saturday we can do a little recap.
We'll do a Saturday evening show. Yeah.
Preview for Sunday, and then
Sunday.
Sunday,
we'll take it
hopefully
all
somebody
the way.
from fucking the league is bringing home titles, baby.
Let's win something, guys. This is our tournament, basically. Let's look at it like this. This is our tournament, right?
Listen,
Andy runs his tournament, right? This is not a county tournament.
Let's do this.
We gotta win.
Raiders,
Let's do it.
X-Dogs, AFM. I don't care which of the three win that bitch. I hope they do.
Same. I agree.
And ADR needs to come over to bacon as well.
This is might be your all's best shot.
And if not, I need top four, bro. Like my ultimate, I need top four. I know, like of course we want to win it, but anything under top four, I'm really not happy with. You know what I mean? Like I want top four for real, because then you get a chance to win it. You can't win it if you don't make top four. These teams are gonna be stacked, and we're gonna be straight.
This is gonna be wow.
We're gonna be all right. I think it's gonna be a fun fucking time, bro. I'm excited. I might get thrown out.
Wow.
Body up. Quarterbacks like that.
I'm just ready for next week. I got a long drive to make though after
Yeah.
Thursday night. Well, it's gonna be a great weekend though.
We all got a long drive, nigga.
Dude,
4 hours away. It's like 3.5. 4.
you can make it there.
You make a stop. You can make it there in 2.
I made it there in
God damn.
2:45.
All right, bet that's better. Chopped off like
2:45.
45 minutes.
Just short of 3
I
hours.
didn't stop. Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, we can link up,
I can do it with my eyes closed.
do a little something, 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 something.
Have some fun, man.
Something, 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 something.
Have some fun. Play ball. Let's win.
Ain't no freebies out here. You better come with some cash or some goodies. I'm just playing. These fuckers in a week, man.
Tournament style.
Fuck your team.
Fucking.
Happy 1 year.
Blunt. Talk style.